Yo, what is going on, Top Shot people? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Eric and my Top Shot name is Nifty Sports. I am so fired up to bring in this video. The whole point of this video is to celebrate the 1,000 YouTube subscribers and say thank you to you all for subscribing to the channel. As you know, I hyped up this video quite a bit. I'm going to be giving away 10 NBA Top Shot moments on this video. The grand prize is a Paul George throwdown moment, and I can't wait to get to that. I decided what I'm going to do for the rest of the video is I'm going to just answer all the questions once we zoom in here, as many questions as I can as to the questions that you put in onto this form on NBA Top Shot, and I'm excited to do that. There were some great questions in there, and especially thank you if you wrote a nice comment. A lot of you put some nice comments on there as well, so major thank you to that. All right, now if you're stopping by this channel for the very first time, we have built an amazing community here so far, and it's only growing. Everyone's here to support each other, stay positive, and all that good stuff. A lot of the moments that I'm giving away today, actually 5 out of the 10 were actually gifted by current subscribers. So I'm going to give them big shout outs, and I'm going to get into those giveaways first. But again, if you get value from this, which I think you will, because there are a ton of amazing questions in here that I go through from the YouTube subscribers of this channel, make sure that you subscribe as well. If you like this stuff, make sure to let me know in the comment section and hit me with a thumbs up. Thank you all so much again. This is probably going to serve as my Christmas giveaway video, but again, make sure to stay posted on the channel because I just have a feeling that I'm going to want to give away some more moments in the upcoming weeks here. I have a feeling Steph Curry breaking this record is going to want to motivate me to give away a Steph Curry moment. So make sure that you stay tuned for that and subscribe to the channel as well, because all of my giveaways are for my YouTube subscribers. Let's go ahead and get into these giveaways here. All right, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to be doing the giveaways that are gifted from my YouTube subscribers. There are 5 of them, and then I will pop over and answer all the questions that you answered. And then at the end of the video, I'll go ahead and give away the 5 that I'm contributing to this 10-moment giveaway. Again, the grand prize is this rare throwdowns Paul George. He's having absolutely incredible season. It's serial number 925 out of 1,800. And then I'm throwing in some of my favorite superstars as well: Devin Booker, Chris Paul, Jason Tatum, and Anthony Davis. But let's go ahead and get started with this number generator. And we'll just go down the line here. Lonnie Walker, I want to shout out, thank you to Solid Jess for donating that one a while back. This has been in the vault. If you want to give away, if you want to donate moments to giveaways, I create this vault. Just let me know that you want it to be giveaway to the community here, and I'll put it in this giveaway vault. So shout out Solid Jess for this Lonnie Walker that was given a while back. We got the Jason Tatum and Isaac Okoro gifted by Cozy Hoser. Shout out Bobby G. Thank you so much for all that you do for the channel. And then also, we got the Compazzo and Jaylen Brown. Those were gifted by Real K Smith. And Real K Smith, thank you so much for everything you do for the channel as well, both here on the channel and on Twitter. I can't thank all of you enough for everything that you do for this community. So thanks again. Let's go ahead and get in this number randomizer here. As you can see here, 266 responses were given, but there are 227 entrants, I want to say, because there were some multiples. So I went in and I knocked out all the multiple entries so that everyone already has one. And yep, there you go. 227 is the total number. So we're going to go down the line with this number randomizer. Hit 227. Let's see who we get first. This one will be for Lonnie Walker. Number 103. 103 is JP88. Congratulations. You'll be getting a Lonnie Walker the 4th. Congrats on that. Thank you for entering. And what I'm doing here is I'm doing 1 moment, max. So if your number comes up twice, we're going to skip the second one and we're going to go into another giveaway. So you'll see all of these here. This is how I do all my giveaways. I make sure that it's fair for everyone. And that these are all completely legit. So let's go on to the next one. Is the Jason Tatum, one of my favorite moments on Top Shot, number 28. This is one of my favorite moments because it is going for $5 on the marketplace right now. And it's just historic for one of the biggest young superstars in the game. Canis Whoopus is going to get this one. He scores 60 points in this game, which is just absolutely amazing. Jason Tatum, congratulations to Canis Whoopus. Now we'll go on to the next one, which is the Isaac Okoro, which is awesome. There's so much utility to these days. This is a high mint count moment, but it surged up in the flash challenge that was going on this past weekend. It went up to $5, so it's a cool moment to have in your collection. Okoro is a great young player as well. So number 172 will be the winner of that one. 172 is Shaggy. Congratulations on winning the Okoro. Thank you for supporting the channel and entering the giveaway as well. The next one we'll go to is the Compazzo. It's from Argentina. I know we have some Argentinian subscribers to the channel as well. Let's hit generate again. Number 215 is the winner of that. Compazzo S3 is going to go to Victor's Vault _ NYK, New York Knicks fan. Congratulations on the Compazzo. And the last one is going to be the Jaylen Brown. The last one for now. So Jaylen Brown at a 9,999, again, gifted by Real K Smith. Then I'm going to answer all the questions that I got, as many of them as I can. And again, there were so many good questions. I'm going to go through those before I pop into the final giveaway and do the final 10 moments at the end of the video. So if you won and you're popping out, make sure, that I think everyone here is subscribed to the channel that was in the giveaway. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you stick around and look at these questions that were submitted. I'll answer all of them to the best of my ability, or as many of them as I can. And then we'll go into the final giveaway here as well. Jaylen Brown goes to number 43. Let's see who we got here. Number 43 is D_Lee. Congratulations on the Jaylen Brown. All right, awesome. Now I'm super, super excited. So I took a lot of these questions that you submitted. I put them into a separate document, and here are the overall themes that I've come up with. The overall themes are, what do you think the future of Top Shot is? What are the future value of the moments? What other NFT projects am I involved in or am I looking at? How do I tell if it's a good buy? They talk about serial numbers and collector scores. Those are some of the overall arcing themes of these. And, just to touch on some of those, we're still super early in Top Shot. It's only S2, and I think of this as a long-term project. So I know it's been a roller coaster ride. Trust me, I've been on it the entire way pretty much. I started at the top, then rode the dip all the way down. February 28th, basically February, March, the peak of the Top Shot bubble is when I first got in. I took some pain to my portfolio, but was able to build it back. And now I'm actually in the top 0.2% of collectors based on some of the moves that I've made. I've taken losses, I've traded up into bigger moments, and I've just learned a lot about the platform. So I get it that it can be frustrating sometimes, but we got to think of this as a long-term project. And also know that not everything out there is going to go up, right? Some stuff just, in my opinion, is not. That's why you got to be smart. That's why you got to be strategic. And that's why you can't just go ape into everything that's out there and just end up buying everything thinking that it's going to go up. The whole point of my channel is to help you do that and to help you build your collection in the best way possible, whether you're brand new to Top Shot or whether you have some experience. It gives us the place to kind of talk through these things, and each individual challenge that comes out, we'll talk about. Different announcements that Top Shot has, we'll talk about too. So again, that's the whole point of this channel. So let me go ahead and get into this here. But some of the other NFT projects that I'm involved in, I'll get to those in this one as well. But Candy Digital, I have a good feeling about. On the MLB side, it's going to be similar to Top Shot, but in the MLB, I'm going to definitely cover that on my channel. I'm a huge baseball guy and I love it. We'll talk about all day on this. And then the other ones, that you asked about are ballers, which I'm excited about getting into, but not quite yet. I'll give you some of my takes on that as we go through the questions here. And also, Knights of Degen is the other NFT project that I am in the sports realm. It's got a really active Discord, which I like, and it's like a profile picture project, right? They're NFTs that you mint on, Ethereum, on OpenSea, and it's just got a pretty solid community that I've really liked being a part of so far. The Discord has channels where you can talk fantasy sports, you can talk sports betting, and all that kind of good stuff, which I'm interested in. So we'll get into all of that a little bit more as we go here. But the first question, we'll just knock them down right through the line and I'll keep going. I don't know how long this is going to take, but I typed out all my answers to everything. So I'm just going to run through them real quick before we get into my final giveaway in this video. This one was just like, I'm new to NFTs. What's the best place to keep track of everything? And definitely the answer to that is Discord in the announcements tab. That's the first place that anything is ever announced on NBA Top Shot. And you want to check that often so you know what's going on the platform. Do you think it's better to collect more Series 2 moments, $3 range, or try to buy more or pay more for less moments that are more relevant or a good serial number? So I always go for relevance. Okay. I'm not about buying up the floor, but it depends on what your goals are. For me, I don't really pay attention to collector score that much. My collector score is pretty high, but the main reason that I don't pay attention to collector score a ton is because it's always a lottery anyways. I've never actually gotten a pack on a priority queue. It's always just been in the general queue, especially on those rare packs. So it's a risk. I'm looking at buying moments of superstar players that are my favorite players that are as rare as I can get them, because I think those are the ones that are going to go up in value. So, I definitely also like to have moments for, to play moment ranks or to give away to my subscribers, um, and all that kind of stuff. So I always think of relevance and I will go into, some more of those moments because there's some good questions on what some of my favorite moments are and stuff too. So we'll get into those. Um, and the best way to build up your Top Shot collector score, by the way, is to go for a team set, Series 2 set, and then to stack the floor moments of that set. So that's the best and most efficient way to build your collector score. Go to Own the Moment NFT, and that's the best resource for collector score building. Someone said that they're worried about the small participation in the last drop and if they're going to find a way to get more people into Top Shot. And the answer for me is just that they have to. Commons are always going to be commons. They've said that in their roadmap. They want these common moments to be cheap and accessible to all collectors. So think like $1, $2, $3 moments, even for superstars. I think you can get a Giannis out there for $3 right now. Um, and those are the 60K moments that are made to be available for everyone. You can't really make bank on making a ton of money in commons or really anything else, just because we don't know where it's going to go. But all we can do is do our best in planning and using the knowledge that we have and the data that we have and the experience that we have to move forward in our collections. And that's what I'm doing. So this person said they've been involved with players only NFT. What do I think of them? I'm not involved in it, but I have heard of it. It's definitely interesting. It's one of the ones that's on my radar. I know that last week they did a partnership with Knights of Degen. I think if you held a Knights of Degen, you were allowed to go in and mint one of those. I didn't do it personally, but I'm definitely going to be following it and I'm interested. How do I think Top Shot can improve for the international market? The international market is going to be a huge draw for Top Shot, so they'll have to find a way. One of the solutions that I have, thought about is maybe they'll hold back a certain amount of packs for the international drop. Say if they're doing a legendary drop, maybe they hold back 10 or 20% of those packs and do it at a time where it's more convenient for international buyers. I don't know. I know it was addressed briefly in the office hours, but there weren't any specific solutions given. We'll just have to wait and see. But I know the international community is going to be and already is a big part of NBA Top Shot. So I'm assuming they'll figure something out for that. This one says, why are there some moments common or rare in the same exact moment? Is also more expensive as a legend or something higher than a common or rare. So this is talking about Series 1, where there are multiple different moments. There could be a cosmic, a hollow MMXX, um, a metallic gold and then a common of that same moment. This is only something that happened in series one and they stopped doing in series two. So that's something to keep in mind for the future. And it's also something to keep in mind when you're going after those particular moments. It's kind of kept me at a distance from those, but not necessarily all the time. Okay. Um, as a new collector, should I look to complete team sets first to build collector score or go after pack sets like the 2021 playoffs, for example? Look, you do what you want. That's the best thing about Top Shot is that you can build your collection whichever way you want. For me, like I said earlier, collector score and priority queue is always a gamble. And for this reason, I would just go after sets that I like or individual moments. I've never actually gotten a rare pack from a priority queue. All my rare packs have come from the general queue. So that just goes to say, even if, and I talk about this later on too, but, you know, yeah, this is the question that I answered, so I'll just get to it right now, but legendary drops are just so hard to get. I've had a 10,000 to 20,000 collector score with bonuses for every single legendary drop, and it's usually about a 10% chance, so it's still really hard to get. So that's why I say collect what you love, get those cool sets, get the team set of your favorite teams, and then also the rarest moments and the coolest moments possible of your favorite superstar players. This is a good question about serial numbers. When you find a moment and you decide to buy it, do you spend the extra money for a better serial number if it's worth it? Personally, I don't on common moments unless it's nearly the same price, like a couple of dollars. And it's just a better serial number, like maybe going from a 5-digit down to a 4-digit serial number or a 4-digit serial number to a 3-digit serial number. When it comes to rare and legendaries, I think of it differently. I would be more likely to pay a little bit more money for the lower serial number just because there's less of them overall and it makes it a little bit more desirable. But I would never really go more than 5 to 10% more. So this one asks about more opportunities to get Series 1 reserve packs, and where did I learn that there will be more opportunities this season? It says it in the blog, and the three more opportunities, I believe, are over the next, season or couple of seasons. So make sure to go back to the blog post. It's a great place to read through all the details of what they are going to deliver. And they usually deliver exactly kind of what they're saying in those blog posts. So they're pretty good at holding to their word on what they post out, at least in writing. This one's from a new collector. If there are more moments that are essential for challenges and showcases, the more superstars, the better is my answer to that. Most showcases are the top in certain categories and they vary. So keep that in mind, but also keep in mind that it does not make sense to complete them in all cases. So we'll talk about that a little bit later on too. What impact do I think kiosks in venues will have on Top Shot market as a whole? For example, will all things pump series 3 only, series 1 only? I think the more hype, the more users, more everything will rise, hopefully. But, I'm still focusing my collection around the most popular players. The longer they wait, the more it will lessen the effect of it as well, because there's going to be more moments on the marketplace. So there's a lot of different levers that they're going to be pulling and it's hard to predict. It all just depends on when Top Shot's ready for that massive explosion and how long it takes to get there because they have to keep us happy and they have to keep releasing moments throughout the series. And if they can't support that growth in number of users or people just aren't ready and don't want to come onto the platform yet, then that's going to be something to take note of too. So hopefully I answered that question for you there. Say we would have had kiosks in every single arena to start the season, I think there would have been a massive explosion. But obviously that hasn't happened. So that just tells me that it's because they're not quite ready for it yet. Am I going to scoop up any moments from NFL all day, legendary sets while the site is still in beta? I'm going to be very careful of bubbles. I'm going to go mostly after packs if I can get a legendary pack for sure. I might buy stuff, with the plan to flip them and build my collection slowly, build up Dapper, and then just wait till everything settles out. But I'm definitely going to be very careful for bubbles in NFL all day. Doesn't mean that I would not get a legendary moment in the right circumstance, though. Do I see CP3 archive run it back moment released soon to break the current bottleneck of the Clippers full team? From what I hear, it will be a couple years before they break up the bottlenecks to those full team sets, like the CP3 for the Clippers and Steve Nash for the Lakers. So be patient on that. I think they want to protect those team set holders that have gone after those big ticket run it back series one moments, and they're going to give it a couple years and give it a couple years of utility before they release a same year moment from that player. What's the best way to get a legendary and rare moment outside of the marketplace? It's pretty much a game of luck. The only way that you can get them outside of the marketplace is the drops. So check out the Series 3 roadmap. There's going to be a ton of them this season, and none of them have been released yet. So there's a lot of rare and legendaries to look forward to this season. The first one is Deck the Hoops, that is definitely going to be coming within the next couple of weeks. What are my thoughts on rising expensive moments that are necessary to complete a flash challenge? My thoughts are don't complete it unless it makes sense, right? You need to know the risk of buying an expensive moment because it's definitely going to go down to its original price before the flash challenge once that flash challenge is over. So make sure you're not spending too much and you're comfortable paying with that. With the potential of what the reward pack or the reward challenge is. If you have to spend, right here, like I said, $20 on a series to get just a series 2 base pack, it's probably not worth it. But on the other hand, I just got $85 out of an archive pack and I didn't have to spend anything. It probably would have been worth spending 20, 30, $40 to get that archive pack just because what's in that pack is a LeBron that's going for 100, a Shaq, Dwayne Wade, Kevin Garnett, and a lot of moments that are going for over that $20 mark as it is. So just make sure that you know what the reward is and determine for yourself whether or not it's worth going for it based on what you have. This question is a good question for a new Top Shot user. When is it too expensive and when is it a good deal? It really just takes experience. And also, you need to know that there's always a chance that it's going to go down. So, by watching the marketplace, by using tools like Own the Moment and Evaluate Market and looking at the charts for each moment, it gives you a better sense of what the moment's done historically. But again, we're still so new and they may go down regardless. They're definitely volatile. So, only risk what you can afford to risk and always just for me, I just buy superstars with the best chance of holding value. And that's, kind of how I go about it. You can't be guaranteed that you're right, but in times like now where there is, a certain level of, you know, um, steadiness and stableness in the market, you're hoping that the value continues to go up, if not decline only just a little bit. So it's hard to tell, and it always depends on each individual moment. So just make sure that that you're only risking what you can really afford to. Do I think a Tyrese Maxey common moment will bring down the value of his 4-star and MGLE? No. So this goes for basically any rookie out there. Rookies are, like the collectible moments, right? So I think the only thing that will bring down those is either the market going down in general, or if he's just not very, playing very well, and people are starting to think that he won't have a great career. Um, just general market going down, or again, the performance of the actual player, because it is tough, to become an all-star, you know, in the league or a superstar in the league. And that's not going to happen for every rookie. They could get injured. They could have a down season, a couple down seasons, and then they can end up having a solid career. So that moment will fluctuate as that player's career fluctuates. So the rookies are always a little bit more risky, but there is also a lot of reward there. Okay, what's the best Top Shot S3 moment to buy, and what would you recommend to buy? So I would just say go take a look at the two videos that I've released recently, my best buys for December and November of 2021. There's two separate videos, but a couple of my favorites are the Ja Morant and the LaMelo Ball Series 3s. Those are both out of 9,999, and I think there's good value, especially on, those two moments. Do I foresee the price of injured players like Zion and Wiseman going up? It could definitely happen. For Zion, I expect it If he comes back strong, if he comes back and gets hurt again, they'll probably go down. That's one thing about Top Shot, or these moments are definitely dynamic and they fluctuate depending on how well players are playing, which is a cool thing. And it's actually a pretty good way to make money if it's something that you're good at speculating on. What's a better way to gain collector score, team set, or collecting or finishing a set? The technical answer on this one is team set and stacking the 4S2 moments so that you get those bonuses. The Ballers market. My thoughts on the most recent off-market trades with Top Shot moments. I love it. I think it's too risky for me to do, but I'm definitely waiting on the Ballers marketplace and being patient with the right opportunity to buy in, but I want to do so ASAP. When did I start my Top Shot collection? What's my favorite moment as of now? February 28th of this year. Like I said at the beginning, it was right in the middle of that bubble. My favorite moment is my LeBron James Western Conference Finals moment. I think the way that they did the moment is amazing. It has a championship badge. It's in the bubble, Western Conference Finals. They have a little filter on it. Plus, they just burned half of the collection because that set never sold out. So it's a lot more rare than it's, 999. It's only, I think, 400 and, high 400s in actual, moments minted and circulated. And it's a rare LeBron finals. I think that's definitely my favorite moment. And yeah, I love it. So that's one that's going to be in my collection for a while. When will we see some advertising support from NBA to help drive user numbers? I think just when Dapper is ready to support it. It's tough. They have a rapidly expanding product. They're hiring, but it's important to take their time and I also think that we need to be patient because it's a long-term project. So I would love to have seen it already, but for some reason it's just not there. So I'm just doing what I can in the meantime to build, my collection and make the best decisions possible. What's your take on recent LeBron moments like the LeBron playoffs? Should I hold? Well, it's LeBron James. I think they might fluctuate, but it's a cool moment to have over time. In my strategy on this stuff, well, this one's LeBron's number 23. It's his last one in number 23, which is pretty cool. And I'm only really selling stuff if I want to save Dapper or if there's something else that I want to go get immediately that I think is going to go up and be out of reach. So unless there's some sort of urgency to sell it, I usually just like to hold on to it because you never know when there's going to be more demand and that price could jump. So I'm hanging on to everything unless I have a reason of wanting to take profits and put it into Dapper, or if I want to trade it into something else. We're getting close to the end here. Do you think 350 trade tickets is a bit much for upcoming Series 1 drop? It's definitely risky. 350 is probably a good number in my opinion, especially if the moments come down to $2 or $1. That would put a Series 1 pack at about, if you can get all of them for that price at about $700, or if you can get some $1 moments later on in the season, which is definitely possible but hasn't been there yet. I think it's a risk worth taking for me. So yeah, I don't know. It's tough to tell, that it's not really my, question to answer. Um, it seemed to work out fine last time where a lot of people who got that were able to actually get a pack. So you would like to see that stay the case. If you actually go in and trade in all those moments, your chances of getting that pack are pretty good, which I think they did a pretty good job on last time. Some people got great pulls and some people did not. So that's definitely a risk that you need to be willing to take. Have you invested in any of the newer markets like Candy or All Day? Yes, Candy, I have. I've only gotten one pack, two moments of the day, and two jerseys. Stay tuned. I will be covering that on this channel and doing a deep dive into Candy once the marketplace opens. All Day, not yet, because I don't have access to the beta, but I will definitely be building a collection there. How do I find a bottleneck in a challenge? It's the most rare moment in the challenge. You need to read the challenge as soon as possible and read it all the way through. Find what the most rare moment is because that one is going to go up quickest. So, especially if there's a timer on the marketplace, timer meaning, you can only buy one moment every 15 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever timer that they put on the marketplace. That's the one that you definitely want to go on first because once the timers are off, people are going to be swooping up that moment. Should I hold onto my unopened packs or just open them? I would open everything for me personally. Some people like holding on to packs. It's not for me to do. For me, especially the common packs, I don't think it's worth it. Rares, maybe. But I would rather open it and see what I get because you can never know what the future is. It's always TBD. So I want to know what I have now so that I can either, hang on to those moments and use them and have utility with them or sell them and get moments that I actually want. Are you as excited, less excited, more excited for NFL all game? I'm excited. It's going to be awesome to see what Dapper's learned so far from Top Shot. My collection for Top Shot is definitely going to be larger than my all day collection, though. How important do you think collector score will be long term? It's tough to say, but just know this: like Top Shot's a business, right? So the more that you're spending on Top Shot, the better that they're doing. I think that's something that we've all figured out at this point. That's why they gamify things to keep people involved, to keep people spending, to keep people, happy, and to keep their platform growing. So for me, the collector score is something that's a back burner. I'm not chasing after collector score. I know it's a little bit easier for me to say because I'm probably going to be, pretty good for all priority queues. But like I said, I've never actually gotten a pack from a priority queue. It's always just been in the general queue, even though I have gotten some rare packs. It's always just been in the normal queue. So that's just my opinion. In my opinion, what's the most undervalued Lakers S1 moment? Of course, my favorite moment, the LeBron Western Conference Finals. I think it's a cooler moment than his finals moment in Series One. I think his finals moment's so cool because, it's obviously in the finals and it's a rare, but it's a lot more expensive and there's more of them. So the LeBron WCF is actually more rare since they've burned a ton of them. um, Remember that when I say burn, that means that the circulating supply is actually basically half of what the initially minted supply was. So it's come down a lot, and I think that's probably the most undervalued if I had to take a guess. What do you think is the best way to make money in Top Shot? This is a tough one to answer because it's so uncertain, right? Like we all wish that we can make millions of dollars in Top Shot, but those days are over, right? I think it's just easy to go ahead and come to that conclusion. So I think the best way to make some money in Top Shot is to be patient and not spend where it doesn't make sense. Don't waste money where it doesn't need to be wasted. Be picky and buy deals on superstars. Buy packs and hope to get lucky on packs. Take a long-term approach. Another approach that I like is to sell moments and profit from them and then trade them into more rare moments that could see a larger appreciation in the future. So for me, I think moments that are rare will go up in value more for the most part than common moments, but also take into account the context of the moment. So not every moment, just like a random, say it's like a random Steph Curry, um, assist. The three pointer that has historical context is probably going to be better than that assist, given that they have the same mint count in that case. So, you know, stuff with championship badges, all these stuff have historical context. It's what people are going to remember. And you need, when you're looking at making money on stuff, you need to look at what the future value of somebody that might pay for it is going to be. So that's how I kind of like to take a look at my collection and how I, hope to make money on my collection as well. Aside from Top Shot, what other sports NFTs? Candy is so far one that I like. I'm going to be covering it on the channel. Knights of Degen, I'm in. I had mentioned that already. And Ballers is also intriguing to me. How much do I think we're on the last page here, so we're almost done. How much do I think Deck the Hoops is going to be? I'd say 500 to 800 bucks if I had to take a guess. How do I treat rookie moments? I've said this already. More risk, more reward. It takes a lot for somebody to become an all-star or a superstar in the league, and it's hard to do it in a long career. So I definitely take some risks on some rookies. Personally, I like their first rare moment better than common, three badge rookies. But that's just my opinion. I think they're both great moments. It's just something that I like to do in my collection. I like those first rare moments rather than the three badge rookies. I think the value on them sometimes is better, but not always. The best challenge reward moment. So these are some fun ones to end it up here. The best challenge reward moment, I think I would have to go with, just off the top of my head, the Trey Young at Madison Square Garden, because if he continues his career and becomes a superstar slash Hall of Fame type of player, that was his first playoff moment, and him just shushing the crowd at Madison Square Garden is going to be something that everyone remembers forever. What's my favorite moment? That's a tough one. In all of Top Shot, it's very tough, but I'm gonna have to go with LeBron or Giannis Legendary Finals. Those are the two clear superstars, some of the best players potentially who have ever played the game, and it has their championship badge in their championship legendary moment, and that's my reasoning behind that one. What's my goal in Top Shot? I just want to build a collection that I can look at and that I love and feel proud of. I already have that done. One of my other goals is to initially, get my initial investment back at some point, so that I'm kind of break even on the money that I put into the platform, and then continue to build my collection into the top 0.1% of all collectors. As of today, I just hit top 0.2%, and I haven't put any more into Top Shot in a while now. I think it has been since maybe 2 or 3 months ago that I haven't put new money. I just used Dapper. I've sold moments, I've stayed liquid, and I've traded up and used my strategy, but my moments have held really well as the overall market's gone down, and my moments have increased as the overall markets have increased, or my moments have increased more than the overall market has increased. So I'm doing better than average, which means that I was able to take one step up just by holding the moments that I have right now. As people's moments kind of decrease and they sell and get out and go into other projects, I was really excited to be in that top 0.2%. When will beta be complete? That's so tough for me to say. It's been impressive what they've done so far. I think people, we all, you know, need to give them a little bit more slack. It's so tough to build a company and grow and expand that the way that Dapper has done, especially this quickly. And it's going to be huge once they can support the massive, large NBA fan base that's out there internationally. And it takes a lot to do that. So it's going to take some expansion on their part, and they're going to need to, get their ducks in a row and learn, but let's be patient and hopefully it comes soon. How much should I spend? Starting off, I always recommend 25 to 50% on what you plan on spending because it's volatile. You'll have a chance to buy cheaper moments in the future potentially. Maybe that means dollar cost, like like stocks, like dollar costing lower into moments, lowering your average cost, maybe doubling up on the moment. And there's always new stuff that's coming out that you're going to want to buy too. So you want to make sure that you're liquid in case that new legendary deck the hoops comes out, or the new MGLE set comes out, or the new run it back set comes out, and you want to buy those moments up. So Top Shot or Ballers? Top Shot. I want to learn more about Ballers, and I want to get in as soon as possible, but I'm going to be patient, and I guess I just don't know enough about it yet. But for me, Top Shot is the first NFT project that I got into. My most investment, or my biggest investment in NFTs, is in Top Shot, and I'm going Top Shot all the way. Last question, when rate back? It's a question that none of us can answer. Make sure to keep your expectations low because anything we get is better than nothing. I placed all my bets in Top Shot knowing that it's a big risk. I really love the community that I saw in Top Shot when it started. But we can all hope for the best. So hopefully rake back comes soon, and hopefully it's more than we expected. Thanks for listening to the questions. Thank you for submitting the questions. This has been a super long video. Now let's get into the final giveaways here before we wrap things up. I'm going back to the number randomizer here. Here's my 1K subscriber giveaway. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anthony Davis will be the next one, then Tatum, Chris Paul, Booker, and the PG Rare. 169, that will be the Anthony Davis. Let's take a look. Seat Fresh Salad, congratulations on that, Anthony Davis. Number 43. I think we already hit number 43. Let me double check. 43. Okay, 43 hit twice, so we're skipping that one. We're going again. 202. Let's take a look at 202. Thomas MMM. Congratulations, Thomas, a long time subscriber and supporter of the channel. Congratulations. You will be getting a Jason Tatum S3. Glad to see you win. Thanks so much for the support. Number 24 will be the next one. Bohan underscore. Congratulations, Bohan underscore. You're getting a Chris Paul S3. Lastly, we got Booker and then the Paul George rare. Let's see who's the winners. Number 170. This is a Booker S3. Sebastian Alexandru, congratulations. And here is the grand prize. Thank you all again for watching this. I know it's been a long video. I just wanted to make sure to get all your questions answered. Really appreciate the support. Let's go ahead and take a look. Number 7. Woo. Number 7. Lucky number 7. AI Baller. Congratulations on the Paul George. The Rowdowns grand prize. All right. All right, there you have it, people. That wraps up the giveaway. Thank you for watching, especially if you watched all the way through. I know it was a long video. Thank you for the questions that you asked. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for supporting the channel. Make sure you stay posted. I'll continue to do giveaways. I love doing giveaways for my YouTube subscribers and this YouTube community that we have here. I will talk to you very soon. Have a great Christmas. You know, I'll be posting videos before then, but I just wanted to say it. We're a couple weeks out. Have a great Christmas. Safe travels if you're traveling with your families, and I'll catch you on the next video. Have a great day.